Welcome to the state capital of North Carolina as the Carolina Skyhawks look to continue their winning ways while the Seattle Nemesis continue to search for that first ever franchise victory. You're looking live at the shot of David A. Richardson Memorial Stadium. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Colin Northrup. Rick Northrup is back with me on color this week.
Good evening, everybody.
Zach Horlorf and Liam Crowder are statisticians for this evening. And Rick, the Nemesis were close. They lost by 2 points to Portland last week.
Oh, so close.
Can the sixth time be the charm for the Nemesis?
Well, you know, they are hoping so as we get a look at the starting lineups here for Nemesis and the Skyhawks.
We'll see the number 2 overall pick, Terrell Blanton, in action at cornerback for Seattle. Carolina looking to continue their positive momentum, which includes a recent victory over their rivals to the south, the Charleston Predators. Coin toss is tails, and Seattle will kick.
Aerial coverage of today's game is brought to you by Dags DroneWorks, aerial photography and videography services in New York State. Find them on Instagram at Dags DroneWorks or visit their website, dagsdroneworks.com.
Christian Ronald Suey, the rookie kicker, undrafted free agent, will get the proceedings going for Seattle. Kicking off to Sam Avalis, the returner for Carolina.
And we're underway.
And the return by... That's Tony Zoma actually back there on the return. My apologies. He's out to the 29. And we're going to first look at Matt South for Carolina. Running back is Sudo Nakai, fullback Hattori Hanzo, wide receivers Sam Avalis, Tony Zoma, and Harish Prasad. Tight end is Vince DeSantis, and the left guard is Ryan Caudell. And the first play will be a pass. South fires out, complete for about a 9-yard pickup to the 38-yard line to Avalis, where it'll be 2nd and 1. For Carolina.
Sweet little appetizer there. Nearly picked up a first down on the first down on the first play.
Carolina comes into the game having lost 2 in a row, including a 4-point loss last week to the Vancouver Legion, 24-20. Here's a 2nd and 1 situation from the 38. Everybody on the line. South will swing it out to Nakai, and the little running back will pick up the first down to the 44. Let's introduce you to the Seattle defense.
Please.
A lot of rookies. Defensive end, Sean Parrott and Aaron Stein. Defensive tackle is Greg Ward. Catherine Horrell and her husband, Kate.
Who?
And Katie Horrell, as well as her husband, David Horrell.
There we go.
Are the linebackers along with the rookie Matthias Clinton.
There's a give up the middle for a nice little gain, Colin, and don't look now, but a rhythm might be developing here.
Daniel Valentine is the corner. Former Skyhawk, incidentally. Ethan Kai comes over from Houston. He's the owner player. Kevin Smoker, the rookie 4th-round draft pick, is at free safety. Brady Clark is the other free safety. And Nane Leahy from San Diego is the wrong safety.
And a monster tackle there for no gain. Bring up 3rd and 3.
David Horrell on the tackle.
As soon as I mentioned maybe a rhythm building, Seattle gets a nice little stop and brings up 3rd down.
For Carolina on 3rd down, they convert 50%.
With a stretch play.
And the power play works as Nakai finds an opening and squirts out to the 35-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from there.
Hey, if you're new to the SFL, The Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at www.simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy.
South fires out complete. This is to Zoma, and Zoma will pick up 6 yards before the tackle is made at the 39-yard line. Or 29-yard line, rather.
Thank you very much.
Apologize, folks. Math is hard.
Math. You know what? Who's good at maths? The Rick Meter staff. The Rick Meter is in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
2nd and 4, South. Fires over the middle. He's got Vince DeSantis. And he picks up the first down to the 25. They'll give him forward progress to that spot.
If you or someone you know is a digit head, you got to be a fan of the Rick Meter.
A.T. Horrell and David Horrell had 10 tackles each last week versus Portland.
Get out of town.
And they'll expect it to be busy today. One sack, though, came from Sean Parent. As South pumps, fires it out to Torianzo, the fullback, but he'll lose a yard for his troubles as the tackle is made back there by number 57, K.T. Horrell.
And the Horrells are all over the call right now, Colin.
It was 2nd and 11 from the 26. It's the opening drive of the game between Carolina and Seattle. Splitbacks, here's the give up the middle to Onzo, and the big fullback rumbles ahead to the 19 to set up a 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, the Nemesis creeped up to the line, showing they were bringing everybody, and they did. And once they got through the line of scrimmage, it was up to the DB to deliver that monster hit.
Torianzo has 4 rushing touchdowns on the year after having none last year, averaging 6 yards a carry from the fullback position.
Wow.
Had 69 carries coming in for 417 yards. The Kai gets the carry on 3rd and 4, and gets stopped on the line of scrimmage for no gain. Critton on the tackle, and that'll bring out Whistle Jones, who was a member of the last time a Simulation Football League team was in Seattle. He was with what are now the Lone Star Glory, but were first the Seattle Tyrants, among many other names in Dallas. And Jones from 36 is good, so with 5.
Oh, watch out for the airplanes.
5:59 to go in the opening frame. It's 3-0 Carolina in front of Seattle.
Yeah, those things occasionally fire off missiles, Colin, and I gotta tell you, I'm ducking in the booth here when those things go by.
Well, there's no need to duck at the moment. Carolina, 11th place, 52-yard drive, 36-yard field goal.
Shout out to Liam Crowder and Zach Holdorf holding down the stats duties for us today. Thank you so much.
Kickoff is away and fielded by Zachary Pat. Up the middle he goes and gets tackled at about the 23-yard line. And for the Nemesis, their centerpiece is the number 3 overall pick, Terrell Blanton. At quarterback, Jalen Wells is the halfback. Scott Powell is the fullback. Zachary Patton, Dean Jackson, and David Gears, as well as T. DeQueen, are the wide receivers. Paulie Truth is the tight end, and the left tackle is Sean Sullivan.
Here we get our first look at Seattle's offense.
Blanton fires out, complete for a 4-yard pickup. That's good enough to Patton for his first reception. That'll be 2nd and 5. In spite of his team's loss to Portland, Blanton put on a sterling performance, completing 30 of 46 passes for 352 yards, 3 touchdowns, and for the first time this season, he did not turn it over.
Yeah, that's a good sign for the Nemesis. It's getting improving play out of that position is going to be key.
As is this position, Jalen Wells only picks up 1 yard. He was held 39 yards on 18 carries last week. And overall, he has just 73 carries for 223 yards and 1 rushing touchdown. 3rd and 4 for Seattle. Nemesis are converting 48% on 3rd down. This is pretty manageable. A quick pop pass over the middle is complete for the first down to the 36 of Seattle, David Gears.
The SFL weekly fantasy contest is officially up and running. Think you can draft the best team every week while staying under the salary cap? Or maybe you just want to enhance your SFL experience. Free to play, no season-long commitment, and a new contest opens every week on Tuesday night. Join now and show off your fantasy skills to the rest of the league. Contact Jack Wall, Stephen Hacker, or Hunter Norwood to join today.
Quick drop from Blanton, has to get out of there, throws, and this is going to lose 2 yards back to the 34. He had to improvise that one real quick, but Zachary Patton loses 2.
That had ugly written all over it from the get-go, and it just was not what they were looking for.
2nd and 12.
These are not the yards we were looking for.
They go with 3 wide. Now Paulie Truth, the tight end. At back, lined up off to the left-hand side. 6-step drop from Blanton. Fires out. He's got an out route, and it's good enough for the first down. That is to Gears, the leading receiver for Seattle. Signed a huge contract coming over from the Vancouver Legion, and you can see why.
Good effort, secondary effort after contact. Helped him get across the line again.
Let's get the Carolina defense while we're thinking about it. Ryan Ray at defensive end. Christopher Colon is the other. Bobo Cardell is defensive tackle, and of course the 11th season veteran Phil Hall is at the other tackle spot. Glenn Endershot, Danny Stinson, and Siobhan Prasad are all the linebackers. Tristan Hatley, the rookie, Skippy Curtis, as well as Davison Joseph are the corners. Safeties are Monty Wyatt, Kane Vasquez, and Lincoln Kingseed. There was a pick of a 3 on the previous play by Seattle. It'll be 2nd and 7. Here's Blanton. Down he goes. It's a sack. All the way back at the 45. And Carolina has to be feeling good about that one as the pass rush gets home.
3rd and a mighty long 13 yards here, Colin. Early test of resolve and play calling creativity for the Nemesis.
4 wide. Offset back to the right side this time as well. Medium drop back. Blanton going long. He got him in down there. It's Gears. And David Gears, touchdown Seattle.
There you go. Throws deep. Catches him asleep a little bit in the secondary, Colin.
And Gears,
Here's another look at it. Sorry, go ahead.
Who had 4 receiving touchdowns coming in. That's his 5th of the year. Hauls that one into the beauty.
Just laid right in there perfectly. A little arc on it. Didn't throw it too flat. If he lasers that ball in there, it's going to be either knocked away or worse, picked off. Just a well-thrown ball.
Gears has just 22 catches, but coming in, he had 393 yards, and that will put him well over 400 for the year. And that was a 55-yard touchdown pass, and Seattle now leads 7-3.
And that was a high snap on the exchange there to the holder. Able to get it down competently enough to complete the PAT. So just as the Rick meter was thinking about Seattle maybe not having the offense, they uncorked that 55-yard bomb. Rick Meter's impressed.
Carolina 10.5-point favorites at home over under 54.5. Zoma returns it up to the 30, and now Carolina finds themselves behind the 8 ball as this game is still tighter than a wet pair of shoes on a rainy day.
Exactly. It's still early. Under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. As you said, Carolina's giving 10.5. Am I seeing that right? That's a big number.
4 wide in the shotgun is South. Sidecar right is Nakai next to him. South Fires over the middle, knocked down immediately.
Who dropped that?
KT
Harrell
knocked that down. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Oh, she's still John at the offense there. Calling them silly Kniggets, I do believe. Trying to read lips from here, but something about their general direction.
That's the first incompletion of the day for South. He had been perfect up to that point.
It's also first Monty Python reference, I believe, live on air.
Suna Nakai with the spin, broken tackle, and picks up the first down, no problem, to the 41-yard line before he gets knocked out of bounds.
Trying to keep Liam happy. It's nice that he's staying up way past his bedtime in merry old England to help us out, be part of the action.
Citron was trying to make the tackle, and Nakai just made the move before he could get in position. First and 10 at the 41. South lining up in an offset eye, 2 tight ends to the weak side of the formation. Here's to get to Nakai on the power play, and Sudo will pick up 3 yards to the 45, because he's a bit slow to get up.
Taking a little nap there after that one. Maybe had the wind knocked out of him. I want to welcome everybody to the broadcast and in on the chat. Great way to kick off the weekend. It is the weekend, officially, at least in the Eastern time zone here, and Central time zone now.
3 men in the backfield. Here's to get to Nakai again, but the result's different this time. What a stick out there. David Harrell putting the little guy down.
Boy, fans of good defense are excited for that. There have been a couple of big hits and big tackles coming out of the Nemesis D already, Colin.
Here they got a gun straight look, trips to the top, they'll run slants, and they find it! First down to the 44, Zoma again. And South is now 6 for 7. There's strange Harish Prashad without a catch at the moment. And he's the offensive coordinator. You'd think all the pass plays would be directed to him. But instead, it's a run play directed to Nakai that goes backwards. Loss of 2.
Look at this. Little defensive action. Brought to you by the Pacific Northwest.
Nickel defense from Seattle this time. South, quick drop. Outcut to Avalis, who falls down to make the catch but can't gain any more yak. And he'll set up 3rd and 8.
He must have lost his feet on that hip turn there as he swings out. Just loses himself. That could have been a little bit more yardage.
That'll be the last play of the quarter. After 1 period of play, Seattle in front, 7-3. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on Rare Drop Sports. Here's South over the middle, diving catch, and welcome to the ball game. Harish Prasad as he gets it to the 30.
You conjured him, Colin. And was that even technically a drop? Did he just take 1 step back with 1 foot after receiving the snap and let that thing go? I think caught everybody by surprise.
Now they go 4 wide from the gun. 1st and 10 from the 30, down by 4, 7-3, just underway here in the 2nd quarter. Matt South has to dump this off to Nakai. Nakai has plenty of room, picks up the first down and a lot more down to the 18-yard line. is Carolina, as Nakai is able to make a little something out of the dump pass to him.
Yeah, he just catches that thing and goes straight up the field.
It wasn't falling out of bounds.
Well, didn't run it too close to the boundary. Didn't take his eye off the ball. Didn't start running before he was catching.
That's his third catch up for 28 yards. Actually, has more receiving yards than rushing yards. Has 15 on 6 carries at the moment.
Get out of dodge. Cool.
Split shotgun look. Here's back to throw south. Has a clean pocket throw. Oh, almost intercepted. Diving play out there made by number 33, Ethan Kine, a veteran.
Well, there's your problem. Ethan Kai got in the way. So those of you just joining us, Carolina goes down the field and puts 3 on the board. In their first possession, Seattle returns the favor, puts a 6 on, including a 55-yard scoring bomb.
And for Seattle defensively, Brady Clark is their defensive coordinator. They're minus 7 turnover differential, only 6 turnovers all year. That could have been forced by them. That could have been number 7.
Yeah, yep. And don't forget that drop by Harrell on the previous possession that Carolina had.
We're just underway. Buffalo is.
Actually, it was earlier in this possession.
There's a throw over the middle. Touchdown, Carolina. It's Luigi. It's a Luigi with the touchdown.
Oh, the possibilities with that name. I guess he was just ready to meet the ball in the end zone.
It's a touchdown with 9:36 to go, and
Carolina goes back in front, looking to extend the lead from 2 to 3 with this PAT. Keep an eye on the snap.
oh, it's Mario Luigi, which makes the joke all the more perfect because it's a Mario.
Stop with that. Oh my gosh. Hey, the SFL Network is coming to ESTV Plus app. 24/7 SFL programming will include content created by the community, the SFL's greatest games from the archives, exclusive network content, and live SFL regular season games. Download the ESTV Plus app on your Android or iPhone, or on your TV through Roku, Amazon Fire, Vizio, and more. The SFL Network, where SFL creators come together.
Oh, the return is out past the 20, but we got a flag on the play, and we're getting to hear from the first time the legendary R62. We have a hold against the Nemesis. That'll back the bus up a little bit. As the Mario jokes just keep on coming. Curtis with the latest one there in the chat. He says the touchdown is in another castle. A holding call backs the ball up to the 11. We get an I formation.
Yeah, bad place to get handsy with the defense, deep in their own end or the minus side of the field for the Nemesis.
Here's a medium drop back. Here's the dump off to Wells. Wells has to make something happen, but cannot. Only picks up 2. As you see the quarterback comparison numbers there between the two quarterbacks.
As Mr. T would say, pain. I know they're trying to maybe catch them a little bit, but the defense a little bit, but those short yardage plays right here hurt my brain.
They line up similar formation to what we saw the Skyhawks do, and Blinn has to go down this time. Phil Hall, the defensive tackle, just comes flying in and tackles him all the way back at the 7. Trying to set up the screen, but took a little too long.
So here's the deal. Do you just try and get a little more room for your punter, or do you gamble and try and pick it all up and risk a drop or an incomplete? Make them run.
They will get to Wells to attempt to get more room, but they only get one. Lincoln Kingseed on the tackle. This will place the ball at the 9. And the rookie punter, Lilac Butte.
Hats off to the Carolina defense on that possession. They knew they had the advantage, and they pressed it, being very aggressive.
Carolina should get excellent field position out of this as Butte kicks it away. Over 4 seconds in the air, and they'll get the ball on the Seattle 40-yard line.
4-second hang time, is that good or bad? I don't have to get a handle on that. My real question is, what was the airspeed of that ball? It's like a sparrow.
Don't you mean African or European?
Oh, I don't know that. Thank you. We'll be here all game.
Struck high formation. Elbows in the slot. And so throws. He's got Persad over the middle. Safely in for 9 yards.
Hey, everybody. That was nearly a first down. What's your favorite play, Colin? Mine's the quarterback sneak. It's the king of plays.
Here's 2nd and 1. Here's the give off to Nakai. Nakai will actually lose 2 yards back to the 33. Kevin Smoker in on the tackle, and the rookie 4th round draft pick making it in back early.
Nice job. Seattle playing with a little aggression here.
3rd and 3. Going deep. It's caught by Zuma, and he's down to the 3. It'll be 1st and goal. Holy cow.
I'd like to see that again. A little bit of circus going on. Here we go.
In the slot, running the corner against Smoker, and he just outjumps the rookie for the ball.
Gets a little separation, and another great throw by Blanton.
You mean Matt South?
Matt South, sorry. Give me the Family Feud X sound.
Hey, tight ends. Here's the go to Tori Hanzo, and he almost scores. He picks up 2, and he's down to the 1.
He's so urgently trying to get to break the plane to enter Fantasy Island.
Aaron Stein in on the tackle, saves the touchdown for the moment. But do they go back to Hanzo? If this was Jim Harbaugh calling plays, probably yes.
3 times in a row.
And they go back to Hanzo, and he scores!
Phone call for Mr. Harbaugh. Oh, look out!
Oh, no!
Oh, my gosh. It scares me every time. I don't know where those rockets are going, but real estate on that side of the city became a little less valuable.
Well, rumor has it that they're pointed toward Charleston. That's only rumors. 5th touchdown of the year for Hanzo. 3.4 yards a carry. 5 carries for 17 yards with a long of 7. And Carolina is now starting to stretch the lead. It's now at the 10. As they got a 5-play 40-yard drive and a 1-yard rushing touchdown. The extra point good.
The SFL is partnered with Rare Drop and Rare Drop Sports to advance live events and distribution. Live and in-person championship weekends, rookie drafts, and community events are in the works. Check out SFL regular season games on their Twitch channel every weekend and follow Rare Drop Sports at twitch.tv/RD Sports.
Here is the kick deep. This is Patton on the return. He's out to the 24, and, well, Seattle's got to try to make the River run uphill. They uncorked a big touchdown bomb for their first score, but since then they've been held in check. He went backwards on 4 plays last time. Here's Blant. Fires out to Wells. And he only gets 1.
Who was that wondering about the tactical service to air missiles? Missed that in the chat, but thank you. How is the stadium actually armed?
Oh, it's Mr. 23. he wants to know from you personally what your opinion is. His plans in trouble has to dump this away to Wells. And oh boy, that could have been a lot worse, but still, they only get a yard out of it.
It goes a little backyard stand-lot football style and makes something out of nothing. Earlier, he tried that same maneuver, and it really didn't work out. That time, he actually makes some progress. Nice job.
Or as our Canadian friends would say, progress.
Progress. Get with the program and make some progress.
Here's Blant, 7-step drop.
Oh.
To step up. Oh, he almost threw an interception. He was looking for gear on the crossing route. Oh, man, but that could have been real dangerous and real bad real quick.
Given that play blew up, Colin, that was the best result, as dicey or as risky as it turned out to be, throwing as he was going down, nearly giving up a pick 6, but it falls harmlessly to the turf, so it'll change hands nonetheless, but through the process of punting, the punting process.
There is the punt.
Nice coverage. Hats off on that. Hey, the SFL produces over 400 live events each year, but don't miss community content creators and their creations. Catch SFL Nights with AJ Stryker. Say it with your chest, around the SFL and more, covering season 19 and beyond. To check out archived versions of community shows, visit simulationfl.net and click the logo of your favorite form of SFL entertainment on our homepage.
Here's South. Quick drop, throws it out to Harish Prasad and picks up 7 yards. So it's Shervan Prasad wondering, well, if they indeed violated it, the Espionage Act, do both of them get sentenced for having violated such a crime?
I don't know. Football's pretty powerful in this country. I'm sure it happens with the under the auspices or good graces of the government. And hey, we forgot to mention Denver, the service dog, made the trip with us again.
And he just wants to say hello.
Hey, say hello to everybody out there. And Denver's also well represented on the Motor City V8s. Icons.
Tori Hudson picks up the first down to the Seattle 47. While all that was going on, as you were trying to finish your word, salad.
It's a soup. It's like the gruel I eat.
The gruel.
Just spilled my words in my gruel.
So look at the early yardage. Carolina's dominating total yardage-wise, but Seattle with the one big play. Whole reason why they're down by only 10 at this juncture. As Avos unable to haul it in.
Is it iconography? Is that it? It's as simple as that? I was trying to make iconography, but that's not right. I need some help with that. Using bigger, better words I don't know.
Oh no, Guy Clausen. Even your buddy Guy Clausen says, "Oh, poor you."
Guy Clausen, formerly one of my favorite people. Just kidding, Guy. Still a favorite.
Robin will complete the Harish Prasad. Pick up his 6 yards. Okay.
Hey, everybody, there's a football game going on. Should probably pay attention to that.
4th catch in the day for Harish. He's up to 34 yards receiving. Here is South back to throw. It's complete to DeSantis, and Vince DeSantis goes out of bounds at the 23-yard line.
Well, this is interesting for the Rick Meter. Rick Meter usually will come out with some reads in the second quarter, and it feels like Seattle should or could probably make some more progress, but Rick Meter's going to be leaning Carolina at this point. Leaning Carolina here with under 3 to go in the second quarter. You got a quarter?
Denver says he agrees.
Got a quarter.
Here's to get to.
Oh, nice.
Suda Nakai, and Nakai motors his way down to the 10 for his best run of the day. It'll be first and goal again.
He motorboats his way around the left end.
Got a good block on that side. Look at Arish Prasad throwing a great block out there.
Trying to keep abreast of the situation. Finally, who was that on the tackle? Comes all the way across the field. Knock him down.
Just to get to Nakai again. And the little guy's tired. He only picked up 1 yard that time. KTRL on the tackle.
Somebody must have paused me. Oh, my. I'm open for offers. Let me give you my Venmo.
A 2-minute warning, you're watching the Simulation Football League on Rare Drop. Presented by APM Music on Rare Drop Sports. As people are trying to figure out what to do with the missiles at the top of the stadium.
I know. Well, Carolina fans are hoping there's more scoring so they can blast off their inventory. And they may get their wish here.
Here's Nakai. Fighting through traffic, got hung up on the back of one of his blockers, and that played a difference.
Gets some 3rd and goal from Seattle 6, Colin. They'd like to score here because I believe they've got a kickoff to the Nemesis to start the 3rd. Raytheon, the new sponsor apparently for the Skyhawks, and here's a pass.
Throw to the end zone. KT Horrell from the inside linebacker position just simply swats that ball away, and that'll force a field goal attempt by Whistle Jones, his second. This will make it 20-7. As the 23-yarder splits the stick with 1:23 to go. Only Truth held without a catch for Seattle so far. Need to Queen only 1 catch for 7 yards. Only 1 other catch for David Gears. 67 yards total. As the return gets up to the 28-yard line. By Zachary Batten. And Seattle finds themselves down by a couple of touchdowns. They're going to try to close the deficit here as Pauly Truth is flexed out as a 3rd wide receiver in this offset I formation. Here's to get to Jalen Wells. Wells has plenty of room. Fights up the middle, picks up a first down to the 39-yard line. And here we go in the hurry up as the best run of the day for Wells. Here's Blanton, back to throw, fires over the middle, knocked away. Shaban Persad, pass looking to float in the arms of Zachary Patton, but Glenn Endershot said no, sir. Clock's now to the minute, 2 seconds left. Ball on the Seattle 39. It'll be 2nd and 10. 20-7 is our score. Back to throw is Blant. And Terrell is Blant. Will pick up 6 yards. Pass hauled in by David Gears. 3 catches, 74 yards for Mr. Gears. Third down and 4 for Seattle. Seattle struggled on 3rd down so far. They need 4 yards to continue to drive, and they will not get it. In fact, it's an incomplete pass. Lincoln Kingseed knocked it away, and it'll be 4th down and 4.
Nice job by the D, bringing up a punt, Colin. Forcing a punt, sorry. Have me a commenter handbook back out here.
But that failed 3rd down conversion. Seattle is now 2 of 5. Here is the punt. It's high, well over 4 seconds. Down at the 23. Carolina will probably just run the rest of this clock out. Matt South, to take a look at his numbers, 15 of 19 for 163 yards and a touchdown, 6.8 yards per attempt.
Yards, exactly. I don't know, we can run a play.
They're going to run a quick pass over the middle, caught by Walsh.
Second time they've run that sort of one-step drop.
No, that's Soma, rather. He picks up 9. Second and 1. 2 tight ends. Here's to get to Tudo Nakai, picks up the 1st down, and here we go with the hurry up.
I was going to say that they were functionally running out the clock by having a few dink and dunk plays, but then they go hurry up.
And then they go run again. Logic here doesn't add up. They do call a timeout with 3 seconds left.
Hard to understand the mentality at the end of timekeeping. Always seems to show up at the end of the half and end of the 4th quarter, Colin. Gonna be a head scratcher.
The ball's at the Carolina 44. They're probably just going to line up in an Hail Mary and throw it.
A prediction in the chat to that same effect. Well, you may be right.
Here's South back to throw. Clean pocket, lets it go way down the field, and it's intercepted. Seattle does get that turnover. It's Ethan Akai out the deflection.
Kind of an innocuous or moot point turnover, but a turnover nonetheless. It'll go in the books.
First one of the day, tipped up in the air by one of the reserve defenders, and Akai able to grab it out of the air. 20-7, Carolina in front of Seattle. We take a look at the facts and figures in the first half, Rick. What did you see?
Well, look at that TOP right there. That sticks out. And I think that's the reason the Rick meter and everybody else is leaning Carolina at this point. But I got to tell you, the Nemesis D has some chops, and their offense has shown a quick strike scoring ability, Colin. So,
There's that quick strike you were talking about. David Gears, 55 yards. But since then, they've struggled to produce. Terrell Blanton now finishes 9 of 12 for 88 yards.
Finishes? You mean the half?
Finishes the half.
There you go.
I knew I was missing a word. Tony Zomo, leading receiver for Carolina, 56 yards on 4 receptions.
When did catches become receptions, by the way? Sort of happened without anybody voting on it or something. 20 years ago, maybe? When I was a kid, it was a catch. How many catches do they have? Now it's all receptions.
Is the Hail Mary?
Oh,
Off the leg of a teammate. They didn't see that in real time, but that makes it all the more great.
Yeah, that's cool. Very cool. Oh, they have even more jets. Even more military hardware.
I'm sure it's just for display.
It's just parked over there. It's not going anywhere.
It's they have a little museum out there apparently. I was talking to some of the folks, and they charge admission for when the team's on the road or not in season.
Oh, cool. If we're down there, we got to go check that out.
Here's the return. Zachary Patton almost broke loose.
Patton's Fifth Army. Or is it Patton's Third Army? Breaks through the siege to relieve Bastogne. Come on, am I the only one who knows that?
I know it.
They pivoted from the south of France and drove straight north for like 72 hours. That broke the siege.
Here's the get to Wells. Tackled behind the line, but we have flag down. So hold everything.
One of the most epic military maneuvers and execution of tactics ever.
Oh, Polytruth, the tight end, called for the hold. Number 85, Florida Storm. Former member, branching out on his own, and a Pittsburgh native called for the infraction. It'll be 1st and 20.
Well, at least it happened on first down, I suppose.
Blant over the middle. Only gets one.
Oh, that big 1 yard play.
4th catch for Wells, but only 4 yards total. Ball's at the 25. Still second in a country mile. You want to see a rookie take a bigger shot down the field. They'll go out route. Try and split the difference.
Picks up 9. Okay. Like you say, split the difference. Still 3rd and 10.
A catch for T. DeQueen. Here's 2nd.
Thinking out loud, we haven't, other than that scoring bomb and a couple of other tries, we haven't seen much down the field. Here's one. Oh!
And they tried to, but the defensive line just pushed through and Bobo Caudell would have none of it.
Timely defensive TFL for your Carolina Skyhawks.
Here's the punt away. Fielded by Zoma. Zoma has a lane. And they'll mark him down at the 40.
Visit the SFL website at simulationfl.net for info about the league and its 28 teams, all the places you can watch live games, plus links to apparel from Sector 6 and SFL mini helmets from 97 Sports Promotions. See all the league records, team stats, player leaderboards, the rankings of the next class of SFL talent, and so much more. SFL.net, simulationfl.net, sorry, your home for everything SFL.
The lineup with one receiver to the top. Here's to get to Nakai. Nakai has room up the middle, picks up 7 yards. It'll be 2nd and 3. $55 yards on 14 carries. Also 3 grabs for 28 yards. Used to get out the middle. Mackay again. First down and more.
Second man through the line. I love it. Don't see that a lot in the league. And when you do, it's exciting. Follows his blocker. Fullback does a nice job picking up the LB.
That is Satori Hanzo. Updated look at the numbers, and it continues to tilt very heavily in Carolina's direction.
And so does the Rick meter. Rick meter still leaning Carolina. See what this third quarter produces for both teams.
This is good about the middle. Hanzo picks up 3 yards.
Yeah, they updated the stats, Colin. Nakai's got 64 yards on 15 carries now. Even better, 4.3 yards per carry.
Liam Crowder and Zach Holdorf keeping track of the numbers for us. Thank you, gentlemen. As this throw. Oh, they said he didn't get it. He said Zoma did not get it. It'll be 3rd and less than 1. What? Do we have the refs from the 2016 Michigan-Ohio State game?
Nah.
Spotting the ball?
Oh, you're not still salty, are you, about that? Yes, you are. It's like Charles White's phantom touchdown in the Rose Bowl for USC against Michigan turned out to be the gift Southern Cal needed to beat Michigan, so not salty about that at all.
And the Chris Stapleton hold on the fake punt. Here's the give to Hanzo. Picks up the first down anyway. No controversy needed there. Sensei Hanzo kind of having a breakthrough year. All rushing touchdowns in his career prior to this year. He has 4 this year. Okay. He gets the ball again, and the big fullback rumbles ahead, picks up 8 yards.
You could say maybe Carolina's found something with Hanzo, putting him more in the mix. And he likes to hit people, which most fullbacks do, but they also like to carry the rock a little bit every now and then, and he's proving to be more than serviceable in that duty, Colin.
2nd and 2. Standard 4-3 defensive alignment for Seattle. Hanzo again plows ahead to the 23. Brett Solberg, a.k.a. Brett Killian, wants an update on the Rick meter.
Rick meter is still leaning Carolina, but wants to see how this possession turns.
Oh, that could have been real disastrous for Carolina there. Sam Avalos, the intended receiver, but it was knocked down by that man, number 43, Brady Clark. And there were a couple of gray shirts in the area.
Rick Meters likes Carolina, but is mindful of Seattle's ability to mount a quick strike when needed. Should Carolina make this a 3-score game, then that might be some convincing evidence for the Rick meter. And we've got a flag, free play.
Free play. Oh, and they get to the 20.
Well,
do you decline the penalty, or you take the down?
They're going to take the penalty. Get some free yardage.
Katie Harrell, or Catherine Harrell, rather, trying to get a head start from her defensive tackle position.
Hey, this just in from the home office in Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. Why haven't we talked about Skippy yet?
Well, she's been here the whole time.
I haven't called her name.
As Avalos takes the catch, spins away, breaks a tackle, and then goes down to the 5, but it'll be 1st and goal. What an explosive play from Sam Avalos, who to this point has been held 2 catches for 13 yards. And he gains almost all of that on this play here. Watch, spin move off of Kai. broken tackle off a Smoker, and it took Kai coming back to the ball, as well as David Horrell, to make.
Took a tackle by committee to bring him down.
First and goal from the 5, they line up in the shotgun. Here's Matt South, fires over the middle, Vince DeSantis down to the 3.
Not a bad design, hoping to try and catch him maybe with a little bit more room to roam after that catch.
At 3 tight ends. 11 plays. This is the 12th play of the drop. Here's to get Donzo. He gets stopped at the line. Didn't quite make it. Giorel on the tackle.
Well, 3rd and goal. This is put up or shut up right now for Carolina on this possession. They'd like to get more than 3.
DeSantis split to the top all by himself, away from the bunch. And South goes away. Oh, almost trouble as Ethan Kai knocked that up in the air, and Leahy was there.
A scary, almost reversal of fortune event there, Colin. Yikes.
And Matt South continues to give the fans just a little bit of a scare.
A big scare.
Drive started from their own 40, and they will tack on 3 points. With 3:37 to go, it's now 23 to 7 in favor of Carolina. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by AP Music on Rare Drop Sports.
There's the kick.
It's deep.
Ooh.
A couple of yards out of the end zone is Patton. And Zachary up the middle to the 24.
That's a serviceable return. The SFL has partnered with Laser to deliver digital SFL player trading cards to its players and viewers during live events on SFL Twitch. Viewers every 30 minutes will be issued cards, or you can buy SFL card packs through Laser's store. The new Season 19 pack will be available soon. Visit laser.gg, that's LAYZR.gg, and click the Join Alpha button to connect your Twitch account and begin collecting.
Backup free safety Darlings was hurt on the special teams play trying to throw a block. It'll be interesting to see how they juggle the secondary around at this point, in terms of where they move people. Blant fires it out complete. This is a 7-yard pickup to the man who just returned that kick, Zachary Patton. And with that, Blanton's cracked over 100 yards. He's at 105. And line up everybody tight. This will be a swing pass to Jalen Wells. Wells trying to make some room. Didn't get the first down, the refs say. 3rd and less than 1.
Let's see what they go with here.
We got to call a defense on among the fans here in Raleigh.
Jalen Wells has not carried the ball that much, but has gained some yardage when he does, but they're going to throw.
Swing down again this time. Expertly defended by Carolina. In fact, they say he went backwards and he lost the yard.
Expertly defended. I love that.
And the punt again by Butte.
Well, and with this punting attempt, the Rick Meter has seen enough. Does not believe Seattle is calling the right plays or has the right mix to be able to advance the ball down the field several times, which will be needed to regain the lead in this game. So Rick Meter's going full on Carolina at this point as we get under 2 minutes to go in the third, Colin.
1st and 10 at the 33. For the Skyhawks, comfortably in front now.
Seattle is maybe at this point guilty of underutilizing its running back weapon and its wide receivers who have had some success in the medium and deep patterns.
Here's the tip in the air, incomplete. Looking for Zoma, but it was knocked away by Daniel Valentine, the former Skyhawk. Oh boy, he probably wishes he had that one so that he could get one on his former team.
He really would like to have caught that one. No doubt about it, Colin.
2nd and 10. Seattle already got one turnover, but it was kind of ho-hum, a Hail Mary end of the half. If they could get one here, this could really sort of attempt to tip things in the other direction. Here's the throw of the middle. DeSantis, 1st down.
Going to move the chains on them there. With that, Colin.
1st and 10 at the 44.
You know, at the rate this is going, I think the under may definitely be in play here, Colin. Only 30 points scored between them. Still 24 and a half away from.
We got a fumble and it's picked up by Seattle. David Harrell picks it up. That is Aaron Stein picks it up.
Oh my.
Oh my goodness. Just when you thought things were in control, whoop!
Who's that reached their big paw in there?
That is Catherine Horrell, the defensive tackle, reached her big paw in there to get that out. And the defensive end, Aaron Stein, able to fall on it.
Picked it up before he fell. Yeah. All right. Well, it proves once again, sadly, this is reinforcing the Rick Meter's delusion that the team is organized for its glory. Seattle recently getting word on the bench that the Rick Meter had predicted a Carolina win, so now they spark up.
Here's the throw. It is complete. Out to the 34, and that's a catch good for yardage to Xavier, one of the reserve players.
Brings up 2nd and 4. 6-yard advancement.
Kai Xavier, the second tight end. 2nd and 4. Blanton back to throw, and Terrell is Blanton. Oh, no. Interception. He threw it right to Gain Vasquez, and the Skyhawks get it back.
Wow.
Looking for Zachary Patton, but he found a dark shirt instead.
Excellent play. He extended. He wasn't in great position, but was able to elevate, as they say, Colin, and grab that ball. Nice job.
14th interception of the year for Blanton. First of today, and it's a shame because Blanton's played relatively okay.
Yeah, and they'd just gotten that turnover with a chance to maybe pull within one score.
Here's the throw out to Avalos. Breaks the tackle, picks up a 1st down at the 41. As we're now under 30 seconds to go into third.
Not one score, but narrow the margin.
This will be the last play of the quarter. It'll be a Sunakai handoff. This time, he made sure to wrap the ball close to his body. It's 5 yards. Put up your 86s, 4s, and 12s in the chat. We reached the fourth quarter, and it's 23-7 Carolina in front. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on Red Drop Sports.
APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com.
Zuna Nakai gets knocked out of bounds at the Seattle 45 as we are just underway in the fourth quarter. For those of you who may be just tuning into this ball game, I'm Colin Northrup. Rick Northrup is back on color with me this week.
Yay!
And we have Liam Crowder and Zach Holdorf holding down the fort, keeping tracks of the numbers.
Liam Crowder working on his second pot of tea as he's staying up way past his bedtime. Thank you for that.
Split backs, one receiver. Here's to get to Tori Anzo. Anzo blasts up the middle. He picks up 6 yards. And Darlings. Ooh, he tore his ACL.
Ooh, ouch.
Up there. But thanks to the power of SFL medicine, he'll be just fine. It's
sooner than you think.
It's just a flesh wound.
He may even come out for overtime if that were to happen. Just a flesh wound. Darn. Oh, that's the third Monty Python reference. Third.
Here's to give to Nakai. He's wrapped up and tackled for a loss. Citron, again, the rookie linebacker, played his minor league ball with Albuquerque.
Albuquerque been there.
4th round draft pick. 3rd and 7 situation. South. Over the middle. Knocked away by Smoker. Incomplete. 4th and 7. And we'll get to hear the first time from the rookie punter for Carolina, Malone Brown.
A large boy.
Lincoln. Not Albuquerque. My apologies.
Oh, I've been to Lincoln too.
As the fair catch is called at the 11.
I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere.
Well, Seattle trying to make this. They can get a score here. They would need a couple other things to fall their way, but
right, they could narrow it to 9 with a touchdown. But they got a long way to go.
Quick drop. Here's the outcut, out of bounds. Looking for gears as the pocket again was rapidly collapsing around Blank.
Well, let's see what they can do here. I noted earlier, Colin, that their play selection is probably not appropriate for mounting a 3-score comeback. Let's see.
Well, they line up from the gun here, but there's pressure all over the place. Throws! Intercepted! Intercepted on the plate. Looking for, I believe, Jackson, but Monty Wyatt came up with it instead.
Well, that's just unfortunate. He was scrambling around trying to make something happen.
No, he's looking for T. DeQueen.
Yeah, we didn't see a picture. He had been flushed out of the pocket and was rolling to his left. And, at that point you're vulnerable to not having your feet set exactly right. Maybe not. You've lost a complete you've lost a complete read of the field and the defenders.
Here's South. Fires! He threw it back! And returning Seattle is Leahy! And Leahy will return it all the way for a pick 6. Seattle! Wow!
That was unbelievable. Who would have thought? Right there. Threw it right to him, Colin.
Third turnover committed by Carolina, and this one is particularly costly. Number
7 is back for the point after. Number 1 will hold the
5 tackles for Leahy so far, and now he has a pick 6 to his name. 9:05 to go. Seattle saying, we're not dead.
Not dead yet. Oh, man. Is that number 5?
Oh, that's 4.
Number 4. I think Liam Crowder set the over-under at 4, so 4.5.
He wanted a minimum of 5. Oh, we'll find something.
Well, now, a little jump in the step of Seattle defense, I would expect here.
Tony Zoma on the return up to the 29. He was playing with fire before was Matt South, but that time, yeah, it burned him and burned him in a big way.
Burned him good.
Let's see how gun shy he is as he lines up in the shotgun for this first down.
Well, you're on fire.
That might be the play of the week. Here's the throw over the middle. This time it's complete for about 9.5 yards.
That's not a bad play design for this point in the game, especially, Colin, because they send 3 receivers deep. They run off the coverage, and they just throw underneath. It's an easy pitch and catch when there's nobody in between you there. Unlike last time.
2nd and inches. South. Green out to Nakai. That a beautifully tackle made by Valentine. See the numbers there. Identical in terms of passes and interceptions, but yards South way ahead.
You mean in terms of TDs, interceptions?
TDs and interceptions.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Welcome, Sports Network Plays _ in the chat. Glad you could join us as that pass was knocked down.
You're worried about his ability to try and avoid dangerous throws, Colin, and there's one. There's at least 3, if not 4, nemesis defenders around that ball. Very difficult to thread that in there.
Catherine, KT Horrell, David Horrell. It's really a family affair here. And of course, T. DeQueen is the wife of Doug Day, who plays for Fort Worth. So the SFL is definitely a family affair. We are a father-son combination as Tony Hanzo broke one tackle and almost broke a second one. Dean Ryan had to hang on for the ride there. Set up 3rd and 7.
This is interesting.
Gun straight with trips.
3 in a row, yeah.
Slant over the middle, caught first down. Tony Zoma to the Seattle 36.
Confused the secondary for a moment, and that was all they needed. They had 2 receivers open, I believe, on that. Had his pick. Threw to the most covered one. How about that? Take that.
62 yards on 5 grabs for Zoma. 8 targets. That'll make that 6 receptions now for 79 yards. On 9 targets for the long up 30. They come out in the same formation as before. Similar play. Vince DeSantis on the slant picks up 8.
No nonsense pitch and catch there to DeSantis, kind of their possession receiver at this point, Colin.
Second and 2 split backs. Standard pro set. Hanzo up the middle, and Tori Hanzo. He's starting to rack up the yards. As Matthias collects his 5th tackle, he's recorded 3 TFLs today.
How about Hanzo? 14 carries, Colin.
From the fullback position, that is exceedingly rare.
Nice.
4 wide receivers. Quick over the middle. It is cut by Zoma. for 6 yards to the 17.
A very workmanlike attitude coming out of the Carolina offense here, Colin. Watching these guys just executing, making a play, getting back up, doing it all over again.
3 men in the backfield. Here's the give to Sudo. The guy has to swing wide. Will be stopped 2 yards short. That is Aaron Steen again. He's been busy for Seattle. He's made 3 tackles from his defensive end position. Very unusual. Third and 2. Here's to get to Hanzo. Picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal at the 7.
First down and more. Boy, the 1-2 punch that they've got going between Nakai and Hanzo is really starting to show its stuff here as they've worn down the defense.
Ryland Caudell with a great block inside there. 63 yards.
Hey, everybody, look at that line. Oh, free play, too.
And
Ooh.
I don't know what you do here.
Yeah,
You
you probably take it because it's going to put you on the 2 with an extra down. So
407 total yards for Carolina. Only 109 for Seattle.
Number 95, defense. Now for
and the faithful love that call.
On the extra lineman out there in the heavy package called for the infraction.
Skyhawks trying to get that touchdown, that pick 6 touchdown back that they gave up to the Nemesis.
This will be play number 79 for Carolina. Seattle's only run 34 plays. We're going to keep it on the ground with Hanzo. And he gets stopped at the 4. Tackle made. KT Horrell. She's been busy, picking up 6 total tackles, 5 of them solo. Although David Horrell has 10 total tackles by himself. Daniel Valentine has 8 for Seattle. Second and goal from the 4. Under 4 minutes to go. That's South. Doing time off the clock. Hanzo again down to the 2.
So close. And Seattle choosing not to use their timeouts here.
Very curious.
Trying to preserve some clock. Maybe they're thinking they might need them for what might need to be 3 scoring drives. Depending on the combination of points scored.
Lay again on the tackle.
At least 2.
Clock under 5. South gonna throw.
Oh,
He's got the Kai touchdown, Carolina.
Judo Nakai, your halfback, unattended to over on the right side of the formation.
6 receptions, 52 yards, and a touchdown. 6 receptions, 50 yards, and a touchdown. 8.3 yards per reception, 6.3 yards per carry. Has 68 yards and 19 carries. So not a bad day at the office for Pseudo by any stretch of the imagination, as this extra point will now make it 30-14.
That's a 16-point lead. That is technically still a 2-score game, but that's 2 scores and 2, count them, 2 2-point conversions. Making it quite a stretch here with 3:13 to go.
14 plays, 67 yards, and a drive that started with 9:01 in the clock. It is now 3:13.
Wow.
Left.
Almost 6 full minutes. Just what the doctor ordered.
Returned by Patton, a yard out of his end zone. Will get tackled at the 23.
As I said, it is the weekend, and this weekend on Next Level Sports, 4 teams who have appeared in recent championships fight to get back to dominance. 6:30 p.m. in the East. Saturday, Florida tries to shake off Saturday tries to shake off last Saturday's ugly loss on the road at East Division rival Atlanta. 8:45 p.m. in the East. Sunday, Denver tries to take their home cooking on the road against Lone Star. Live look-ins include Motor City, Indianapolis, and Fort Worth, Las Vegas. For a channel guide on more info about NXT, visit NLSE.com.
Deep throw down the field was knocked away by Tristan Hatley, intended for David Gears. Florida giving up 50-plus points to the Mexico City Aztecs, and they only scored 2 field goals last time.
Oh, man. That's a rough way to go down.
Second and 10, quick drop, slant over the middle, caught. This will be a first down to the 36, and here we go with the hurry up. It's Tita Queen on the reception.
Tita Queen.
Here's Blant. Throws. Nice catch out there by Patton.
They say he was inbounds.
Yes, they did.
Yes.
Clock stops with 2:50 to go.
So Motor City's only allowed 2 rushing touchdowns.
That is correct.
Wow.
And
nice job, V8s.
that's Saturday at 7 on SFL Twitch for those of you keeping track at home. Here's Blanton back to throw. Fires. Ooh, it's dropped. It is dropped by Ollie Truth.
Is that a home game for Motor City? Are they playing in Bank Michigan Stadium?
No, we're traveling on the road to Indianapolis.
Oh,
we're going
okay.
to Snake Pit. We were there a couple weeks ago, if you remember.
Yeah.
3rd and 7.
On the defense.
Trips to the bottom. Quick drop. Slant over the middle. Caught first down to the 49. This is Dean Jackson, the week 3 signing, his first catch. What a time for it. Now they go 6-step drops. And over the middle, Jackson again. But we have a flag down. We have a flag. So hold everything. Oh, we have roughing the passer on the Carolina defense.
Wow.
Ryan Ray
Haven't seen that in a while.
called for hitting the quarterback late. And, yeah, that's pretty late.
Yeah, it is. Tackling him, especially at the knees, too, you know. Ugh. Good call by R62. R62 can be maligned sometimes. But you got to admit, he's out there every game giving it his best.
4 wide again. Clock stop 2:29. 6-step drop from Blanton over the middle. Tipped in. Ooh, it was dropped. It was dropped out there by Wells. Was out there. That was Brooklyn Wells, number 11. Out there playing receiver, and the pass was dropped and completed. It'll be 2nd and 10. Lucky break there for Carolina because Wells had room to run. Brooklyn, that is.
No sleep till Brooklyn.
Fires it out. This is Aylin Wells. Only picks up 1. Try to get one more play off before the 2-minute warning.
I should get it.
Wells is set. 3-step drop again over the middle into traffic, intercepted. Carolina again. And that should just about do it. Monty Wyatt with his second, this time off of a deflection of a teammate.
With Seattle having all 3 timeouts, Carolina probably will need to get at least 1 first down. But as you said, Colin, that's going to pretty much put a fork in it. Should Seattle get the ball back, they would be with not much time and no timeouts.
3 tight ends on the wing. This is a jack.
Not counting a scoop and score or a pick six, obviously.
Here's Hanzo up the middle, and he'll run this down to the 2-minute warning. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on Weird Drop Sports. Carolina looking to putting the finishing touches to get to 500 on the year. Well, looks time Coach Prasad has emptied the bench. This is Jamison Klein in at quarterback.
There we go.
Help throw this out to Zuna Nakai, and Nakai does everything correctly except he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, they'll take that. They'll take the yardage and the first down. But you're right. Needed to manage himself down in the field of play. Might not have seen the man coming over, or the tackler coming over from his side.
There's a look at the important information ball.
Along with some of the important inventory of air combat assets that Carolina seems to have here.
Here's the give off to the backup running back now. This is Ash Ketchup.
And there's your first time out. Taken by the nemesis.
He picks up 5.
Second and 4.
1:51 left. Here's the give out the middle. Hanzo picks up the first down.
Tori Hanzo coming through with the deal here. The waning time of this game. What you digging up there, Mr. C?
Seattle had a 2-point loss to Portland last week, but they've shown the capability of being interesting, particularly week 1 versus Charleston, as the kneel down will force Seattle to burn their final timeout with 1:46 left. Points scored today should put them over 100 points for the year, at least on offense. But giving up 30 to Carolina will not necessarily help out the net point averages. Coming in, they had 191. But you can see good things building. You know, expansion teams are always difficult because you're bringing in new people. You're sort of bringing them all together. It's not like you can take a bunch of guys you were on a team with previously, because not all of them are going to follow you. So these sort of building opportunities take time. And, of course, Seattle had other roster considerations to fill out. They signed a couple guys in week 3.
There's a lot of learning curves to work through, right? You don't really know how each guy's capabilities are, strengths and weaknesses. You don't really know how they work together as a team or as these subunits, line play, linebackers, what have you.
And you may have people working either one side of the ball or the other for the first time, or people doing roster construction for the first time.
Yep.
So
and coaches don't know, what the best way is to utilize those assets. So there's a lot of stuff. You got to get smart quickly in that expansion world, don't you, Colin?
You certainly do, and we've seen some of their fellow expansion compatriots already. We saw Indianapolis a couple weeks ago. They took on Sioux Falls.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the Canton Classics, the much behooved connections off the field to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and what that entails. They were able to put all of their roster together of existing players, which was very impressive. But
which is neat. Yep, but they struggled a little bit here and there too. So, the expansion road, takes a season or two to typically to kind of get your feet under you.
Blanton to throw. It's intercepted. Javon Prasad grabbed that one, and that just doesn't encapsulate the difficulties for Seattle.
Yep, hard to get off the schneid, difficulty in, with chunk plays or even, medium 10 to 12 yard, 10 to 15 yard type pickups. Several turnovers coming out of there, and this will be our final play of the game.
It'll be a kneel down. Carolina moves to 3-3. Seattle still searching for the first win. Moved to 0-6.
That's the end of regulation.
Final score 30-14.
Also, Carolina covers, and the under hits on this game, Colin. Look at that TOP, 31 minutes to 11 minutes. Oh my gosh, 413 yards to 158. Lots of turnovers, though, for both teams, Colin.
7 combined turnovers.
That first drive, first score.
Field goal. Of course, there was this fumble, and then Parent picked it up.
I want to give another shout out to Liam Crowder and Zach Holdorf working the stats machines for us. Rick Meter would like me to note that they correctly predicted this game early in the second half. Sorry.
Joellis Blanton, he had his moments, but unfortunately he was just trying to do a little too much, but this for me has to be the play of the game because it was completely unexpected.
Yeah.
Carolina had just been cruising along, and all of a sudden Seattle was like...
And that one in the 55-yard first scoring strike. Seattle had the two finest plays going in the game. So our report card, we had 4 Monty Python references, numerous other cultural references as well to go with it. Colin started to yell into his mic a few times and clipped himself off.
At least one time.
Yeah, I saw a couple going on there, and none of us seem to solve the air-to-air missile quandary and significant amount of air combat assets in the possession of Carolina Skyhawks.
Play of the game for Carolina is Matt South. 276 yards, 29 of 39, 2 touchdowns, with 2 interceptions.
Man, I would have gone with Hanso on that for unexpected fullback play. But anyway, great shot of the stadium. Kind of had fun with it, but love this place. Really great.
Thanks to our statistician and our producer, Cameron Irvine. I'm Colin Northrop. Rick Northrop. Good night, everyone.